Well, hello there. I hope you guys are doing great. So I've been mega super busy the last week. I've been out of the house, out and about every single day for the last like 9 days. I've been super busy, but I'm glad to be back on stream, my dudes. And we have some catching up to do. There has been some patch notes. There has also been some changes to, yeah, I mean, there's been some serious changes to the end game, right? Like improvements. He is finally live. Woohoo! Hey, bro. How are you doing? I hope you are doing good. Yeah, last week has just been freaking crazy for me. I've not had the chance to stream a lot, but yeah, for the next couple of days now, my plan is to put in some work on the stream. You're great. You're loving this league, bro. Me too. 100%. I'm loving this league as well. So like I haven't been able to like put in the amount of time that I actually would really like to. But yeah. Your build is like 500 divines. Oh, snaps, bro. You've been putting in some time. You've been putting in some serious time. That's good to hear. Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm a little bit behind right now because yeah, because I had to attend to some business, and yeah, I've basically been, you know, I've basically been busy from like morning to late evening every single day for like the last 9 days. So yeah, I haven't been able to put in a lot of time. But I think that's nice because like I really would like to stream most of my sessions, you know? So most of my sessions I would like to stream so that like if you watch them, like if you watch the VODs and stuff, there's like not a bunch of holes and like things missing. So you kind of like if you want to stick around for the entire journey, you can. So I'm trying to not do like massive changes off stream, basically. You've learned so much. Have you seen the amulet anointment for a gem slot? Yeah, I mean I've heard about it, but yeah, I don't think I've done it. Like, that's not some tech that I've tried. Sounds really cool though. Like, there's so many things, and it's like when you kind of like get out of the flow of like playing for like 15 hours a day, it's kind of like you kind of like have to almost like relearn a bunch of stuff when you jump back in. Yeah, the amulet anointment is really good. You're using it. That's cool. Yeah, I've been a little bit confused about the anointments and stuff because I don't think they are working the exact same way this this league. You've done every Atlas tree and quest. Oh my god, bro, you've been grinding. You've been grinding so hard. GG. That's great. I mean, that's some achievement actually. Have you also done like every single endgame boss? Like, have you done it all? Have you done Divinity? Endgame is the best. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's such an improvement. Like, it's so crazy to think about. That this is only 0.5, and like we are close. I guess. We are close to like the finished product, right? Um, we are close to the finished product, but we are not quite there yet. But like, imagine when we get to this point where like the game is fully released and things are only going to be added. You know, you did Divinity 5 times for the main atlas. Damn, bro, that's crazy. Yeah. So how much time have you been putting in like the last week? Like, have you been doing like freaking 15-hour days every single day? You've been DJing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's kind of like the thing with PoE, right? That's kind of like the thing with Path of Exile. It's like you degen it, um, and you're kind of like looking forward. You kind of right. You're kind of like looking forward to degenning it. So when we are like waiting for a new league and stuff, we are basically just like waiting for degenning. You know, you have never felt so hooked. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like what the freaking yeah, that's what this game does to you. So I saw this really interesting video actually, from this guy. He's a creator. He's called Spud. Um, he's like an Eastern European guy. Like, I don't know exactly where he's from, but he has some like really interesting strategies and stuff for like early currency and stuff. Yeah, so we might pull that up actually, um, a little bit later, because I've been kind of like thinking and working on these like strategies of how to get from that like two or like let's say like how to get from that 5 to 10 divine area or that 5 to 10 divine space where you have that in your stash, like up until like the divines in the hundreds. I want to get there faster. Abyss and ritual is the currency king. Yeah. What about temple though? What about the temple currencies? Temples are mid. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So like the thing that I've been like really struggling with the most, every single league of Path of Exile 2 is like that, getting into the mindset of like constantly, upgrading my gear and stuff. So I'm still kind of struggling with that part because I get so hooked into like just the hour upon hour, just grinding maps and just like stacking currency and just like stacking stuff. And I kind of like forget that the way to like get even more currency and stack even more stuff is, you know, getting stronger on the gear. You get a +4 to skills on amulets now? Really? Oh my god. You're getting over 70 divines a day running those? You mean Abyss and Ritual? Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, so what do? You just make sure that you have the Abyss and Ritual tablets when you're running the maps? Because I mean, I really love Breach. You have not even used tablets yet? You got a tab and a half of them juiced. Yeah, but how can you like consistently? How can you consistently run like abysses and rituals if you're not using tablets? I wonder. You check the nodes. Yeah, but can you see that? Okay, hold on. Can you actually see that? Like is it only inside the fortress you're talking about, or? Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the game and let's have a look at this. The fortress is done. Okay. Okay, so the fortress is not like a never-ending thing. It's like a thing that you can complete, right? So I did not know that. The icons above the map nodes, yeah, sure, but like there aren't a lot of them with like that has the nodes, right? The icons. I mean, we have these like powerful map bosses and stuff, but like there is not a lot of them that has those icons. So I'm kind of struggling to understand like how you can, like target it. Yeah, you usually spend a few hours pushing temples, and your atlas is huge. Yeah. Yes, I guess what you like assume what I assume what you are doing is that you have unlocked like all the main mechanic hubs, right? So that you can a little bit more like deterministically, you know, make sure that you are in an area with a lot of the nodes that you're looking for. Yeah, the hub areas have you have done all of them, and the hub areas have better chance of having them. Yeah, because it's like with the breach, right? So the breach has these domains, right? So you make 300 splinters, you make that into a breach dome, which actually allows you to, open up a huge area of like more breach stuff. So I guess that's kind of like the same for the other mechanics. Yeah, the simulacrums too. Yeah. Yeah, I just like I haven't even gotten to that part yet, to be honest. Like, yeah, I feel so behind in a way, but at the same time, it's fine. So I have the temple area unlocked here. And the breach hub unlocked here. And the expedition hub. But I don't think. Fuck. Thank you. Uh, but I don't have the ritual one unlocked yet, I guess. Because that's this one, right? In the fog here. Riverside, is that the one with the monkey? Have you beat Divinity? No, 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 absolutely not. Like, no. I have not. Like, I'm still, I still haven't completed this. Yeah, basically, I am at the same spot, you know, as when I last streamed. So, so it's not like, so like I said, like I want to try to stream like all of the sessions where I kind of like make progress or yeah, those type of things, because I do want to capture those moments, you know, of the progression. So basically, I haven't pushed any further like into the fortress, and I still haven't unlocked the the ritual hub. I guess I haven't. Okay, so what's this area? Is this like because I did unlock the willow, right? Let me see. Yeah, the withered willow. Yeah, that's here. Yeah, so Care Tart, like this is like the ritual hub, I guess. I haven't unlocked this. You need main atlas. Done. It makes waystones and loot better. Yeah. Okay, so how do I progress like the main atlas the fastest? By beating divinity? Yeah. I mean, I gotta beat Ash first, right? Each time you beat him, you can clear a zone. Yeah, and that's like a lot of points, right? Yeah. Yeah, so what I've been doing, basically, just like the last couple of sessions that I've been playing now, which has been like really short sessions after like long days out of the house. Basically, what I've been doing is like just trying to expand a little bit here on the map. That's basically what I've been doing. So I haven't done, like, I haven't progressed basically anything apart from like, I guess like a level or something. You gotta track a matriarch and a patriarch each time though? Okay. Yeah, so what I probably should do, right? What I probably should do is um just do this side, this gate, right? The Western Enigma Chamber. Because I have done the Eastern one. So I should do this so that I can go in, right? And fight the Arbiter. That's in here, I guess. But how do I fight Divinity? I think I'm just gonna do this Western Enigma Chamber on like a tier 10 plus. Also, Ash is the main gate, Divinity is inside, yeah. Yeah, so also one of the things that they have, like, that I have noticed that they have changed is that so for example, like the Omen of Amelioration, which like prevents the experience loss when I wipe, this is actually working multiple times in a map. So before it used to be like it would only work like one time. So if you wipe 2 times, basically you are you are punished severely. So this is something that I noticed earlier. omens that you have active, like the defensive omens that you have active, they don't only, you can't, like the changes that you can use as many as you want of them in a single map. Did you know this? Did you know about this change? I mean, this is a huge change. For me at least, bro, it's a huge change. You don't use them? Yeah, you probably don't need them then, I guess. Like I honestly I need them, to be honest. Like I hate wiping. They have nerfed delirium damage reduction by half. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. Actually, I'm before I like jump deeper into the game, I'm gonna have to have a look at the I'm gonna have to have a look at the patch notes here because there are some changes. Like I've kind of like noticed, like I've felt some of the changes, but I kind of like want to see it in written words here. Yeah, so since I last streamed, 0.5.2 patch notes has been released. I'm just gonna make a quick marker here. Yeah, so since I last played, 0.5.2 patch notes has been released, and also the patch is live right now. So let's start off with the end game changes here. Added a new on the wind multi-choice keystone atlas passive, granting the option between Asmeri spirits with 50% increased movement speed, or Asmeri spirits no longer dematerializing when there are no players nearby. Okay. Yeah, so that's an interesting change to the Wisps. Like, I really feel like the Wisps really needed to change. Like, I actually think maybe they still need more added to them, to be honest. So I haven't touched this multi-choice keystone yet, but I would assume that like they are both good actually, because the 50% increased movement speed to them is good because like it kind of moves a little bit faster, so you don't have to feel like you're kind of, you know, just like sluggish, kind of like just following a slow wisp. So I guess that's good. But also the that they no longer dematerialize is also pretty cool, to be honest. Because then you don't have to like feel stressed, like running after them, and if you miss them, you know, they just kind of disappear. If that's something that you're going for, I just still feel like there is not a huge reason. Like there is not a huge pull for me to kind of like chase them. What I feel is that they are making. What I feel is that they are actually making. The only thing they are doing basically is that they are making the monsters they affect like a little bit harder. Like I feel like we should have some more rewards from them. Yeah, they increase loot quantity. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like super great. So when you're kind of like pushing the higher tiers of the map, like, and when you are in a situation where that content is like, you know, you're not necessarily just like zooming through everything. Like it's still, you're still in a situation where kind of like those higher tiers are a bit. Yeah, you're not necessarily doing them super fast. Like I don't feel that the rewards that we can potentially get from the wisps are like good enough, basically. So the quantity is not necessarily like what I'm kind of missing. I guess it's more like a quality thing, I guess. Okay, so let's move on to the partial translation Atlas Master option has been redesigned. Okay. Instead of granting 20% chance for double effect of explicit modifiers on tablets, it now grants randomly gain between 0 and 40% increased effect of explicit modifiers on tablets. Okay, so what is the partial translation Atlas Master option, actually? Anyone know? What is this? The partial translations. It's a Hilda perk? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so is this what actually makes Hilda the go-to choice? It has a chance of doubling tablet modifiers? Yeah. So that means if you have some really sucky ones, they will get like double sucky, right? They will get twice as bad, right? Is that the thing? I mean, also, obviously, if you have some good modifiers, like it will double that as well, right? So if you have 20% rarity, you have the chance to have like 40 almost. Is that how it works? Yes, you had one map with 56 extra abysses. 56, bro? how, how long did you spend in how much time did you actually spend in that map? Your triple tablets procced? Oh my god. Yeah, you were in there a long time. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it's okay, so it's only on the tablets, right? Is that the thing? Is that the thing? Is it only on the tablets? Yes. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. I see. Okay, because on the tablets, I feel like it's kind of like it's easier to get um like the good modifiers on the tablets, right? Like the random rolled ones on just the map itself. I think that's a little bit harder to, get. Okay, so this only affects the tablets. Okay, I see. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with like the modifiers on the map itself. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Well, that's really cool actually. That's really, really cool. I kind of like want to see this in effect here. Let's boot the game again. Yeah, I should just keep the game up here. Bro, I want to see, like, I need to see this. Like, I need to see it for myself here. I don't necessarily know if I have the last one. Or like the last points, like master points. Maybe I need to get those. Partial transitions, yes. It's partial transitions. Jado? Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm running Jado. Yeah, okay, yeah, so it's this next one right here. So I don't have this active yet. I don't have this active yet, so I need to go and do some Jado questing, I guess. Always Jado for Abyss. Okay. Yeah, so if you're doing Abyss specific, you want to do Jado. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I haven't dove deep enough, I think, into like the Masters system to kind of like reflect on this for like the very specific you know, for like the very specific things to or the very specific masters to choose for like the you know, the different mechanics and stuff. Doriani for pinnacles and Hilda for general mapping. Okay, why Doriani for pinnacles? Okay, while you answer that question, or maybe answer that question, I will move on here. Mortuary map, which is only available through the unexpected missions Jado Atlas Master option, now allows you to replace a limb, the same as in Atziri's Temple, at the end of the map boss fight. What? Yeah, we're gonna have to chat about those things, Alex, like after I'm through the patch notes here, because I'm just gonna spend the entire freaking afternoon here on these patch notes. I'm just gonna like run through these, and then we can like discuss in more depth, like when I jump back into the game. Okay. Okay, so Mortuary Map, which is only available through the Unexpected Missions Jado Atlas Master option, now allows you to replace a limb, the same as in Atziri's Temple, at the end of the map boss fight. Okay. Yeah, so are you able to get like a permanent limb from this? Okay, I'm not quite sure, but like, okay, so the Unexpected Missions Jado Atlas Master option, like that's one of the master points, right? Yeah, it's this one. So corrupted waystones open maps with one additional random modifier, and corrupted waystones open a random map area when used on basic maps. Okay. Okay, so are these like secret missions? It almost seems like these are like almost like secret missions or something. Yeah, but there are specific missions that you can do, and you will get like the limb replacement, or like you will get like a limb from completing them. Like that's pretty cool. Like if that's the case, I'm not quite sure if that's the case. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so they've added some various indicators to help guide players to use an ancient mechanism after defeating the Arbiter of Divinity. Okay, so I haven't done the Divinity yet, so I don't know specifically what this is. Queen's rituals from the mysterious Rites Atlas passives now have 10 additional omens in the first set of favors. Okay. Yeah, so this is the uh this is connected to like the ritual quest line, I guess. Yeah, it's a ritual type altar. Yeah. And moving on here, the Mysterious Rites Atlas passive tree now describes all of the other bonuses the Queen's ritual previously had as well. Okay. They've also added a new Necrotic Catalyst, which adds quality that enhances minion modifiers on a ring or amulet. There are also refined Necrotic Catalysts. There is also a refined Necrotic Catalyst, both of which are available through the Genesis tree. Okay. They've added a quick action menu to the endgame map when playing with a controller. Press hold X square with the endgame map open to show this menu. Okay, I'm not playing on a controller. I know some of you are, so yeah. Are you happy with this change? Like, is this something you have you checked this one out? Yeah, I was just going through this, added a quick action menu to the endgame map when playing with a controller. Press hold X slash square with the endgame map open to show this menu. Like, is this something that you have? Is this a good change for you controller players? You use mouse on maps? Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the delirium changes here. They have halved the amount of toughness that unique enemies in the fog gain during delirium encounters. And also half the amount of increased damage that normal magic and rare enemies in the fog gain during delirium encounters. Okay. Yeah, so these are the delirium changes that you were talking about. Yeah, they were actually doing more damage than pinnacles. What? Bro, that's crazy. That's insane. Mm. Delirium shards on the bar now spawn when you get to the correct depth, as opposed to slightly earlier. They are also now placed better when spawning to be less likely to be directly on the player's location. Okay. Delirium mirror shard spawns from hitting depth targets on the bar no longer persist after a delirium encounter ends. Okay. Yeah, so I guess like the takeaway here is like delirium encounters has been nerfed pretty hard, I guess. Okay, so let's move on to some Runes of Alder changes. So this is the current league changes. Significantly improve the rewards from Remnant encounters, tier 14's maps and above. Many of the 3-slot runic inscriptions no longer appear at these levels, or have a reduced chance to appear from tier 10 maps onwards. Okay. Yeah, so they fixed this, so yeah. It's still hard at 200. Yeah, what do you mean about that, Alex? Like, what do you mean about 200? 200% delirium? Okay. Yeah, but is this is like is are you stacking this delirious state like in the maps itself, or is it like deeper into the mechanic? It's the hardest content in the game, yeah. But like, how do you know? Okay, it's the grand mirror mechanic. Yeah, so that's the like quest, like when you have finished the quest, I guess. You are doing the grand mirror, right? I mean, at this point, you kind of like have to try to explain it as you're explaining it to a 3-year-old, because I have not, you know, I haven't played a lot of. Yeah, it's the mechanic to unlock the boss. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but I don't think so. Okay, so let's jump back into the game. So what specifically is it that I have to do on this mechanic to kind of like unlock the boss? Is it just doing the mechanic and like so am I getting some type of like splinters or something that I need to fight the boss? Yeah, it's delirium. Yeah. You need to spawn a grand mirror. Yeah, but like, is the grand mirror just like spawning in a random delirium encounter? Like how? I don't get it. Explain it to me like I'm 3 years old, please. Okay, so you have to kill the map boss in the fog, and it's a 20% chance to spawn after that. Okay. Yeah, so you need to have a map that's affected by delirium, right? You need to have the delirium effect, the delirium mechanic in the map you're running, and you have to make sure that you are still in like the delirious state when you are fighting the boss. So is it working on is it working on lower tier maps as well, or is it only working on like the higher tiered maps? Like, does it have like the same 20% drop chance on like lower tier maps as well? Yes. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I would think like it's easier. It's way easier to do it on like lower like it's easier to kind of like keep the map delirious um for a longer time, right? On or like faster, and also yeah, keep the delirium longer and also do the map faster on like lower tiers. You unlock it with a tree. Oh, really? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, is it this one? 25% increased chance to manifest additional unique boss shards. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, so when Grand Mirror spawns, it will cover some maps, and as you go through them, the bar is no longer there. It's a percentage, and it carries over to each map. Oh, okay. But that only happens if you pick like a specific one of these specific nodes, right? Because I mean, this one has like a 5% increased chance for a Grand Mirror. So does this. So is it the Grand Mirror chance? Like we have to get all like the small Grand Mirror chances? Yeah, anything to do with the Grand Mirrors? Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I really just want to get like to I just want to get to like the next like I want to get to level 90. So I gotta get these like 14% on my XP bar just to get to level 90. And then I think I'm just gonna have to like do a lot of like unlocking of the stuff that I haven't done yet, basically. I think that's what I should do here with the delirium, I guess. You had a full Atlas main done by 85. Yeah, because you went into the fortress and you stay there, right? Like you did all the fortress stuff before you started pushing a lot outwards, right? It was worth it. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't do that. Like I went for a lot of like the mechanics, opening up the hubs and stuff. I did not do all of them, but yeah. The perks are priority before anything else. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess I did that like a little bit in a different yeah. I did that a little bit differently. So maybe I should focus just like into the fortress, I guess. It helps maintain waystones. Yeah. Yeah, so what I've been doing is that I've just been like hunting down the powerful map bosses. Like I've been hunting down these nodes, and I've been running them on like tier 14s, just to kind of like get some 15s stacked up. Okay, let's just get through these nodes here. Okay, so yeah, we were on the buff here to the remnant encounters. So we have some significantly improved rewards from the remnant encounters in tier 14 maps and above. So moving on here to the Rune Father's Alloy and Rune Binder's Alloy are now found as 8-slot runic inscription rewards in remnant encounters. Okay. Yeah, so that's just like something that's added to the pool of the 8-slot runic inscriptions, I guess. Bond rune in remnant encounters has been changed. It still causes rare monsters in each wave to transfer modifiers on death. However, it now spawns fewer rare monsters overall, especially when paired with a power rune. But the number of modifiers the rare monsters can have goes up per wave. Okay. The prismatic rune in remnant encounters no longer provides always shock to monsters, and the resistances granted to monsters by this has been reduced. It also now provides all damage contributes to flammability and ignite magnitude to monsters. The damage gained as a random element benefit has been removed, but this is still present when empowered by a power rune. Okay. Every section of the ocean revealed by an expedition logbook is now guaranteed to contain at least one grand expedition. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite, so I haven't pushed like deep enough into the expedition mechanic to kind of like know the terminology here. Yeah. The Rune-mastered ornate ringmail body armor base type now has 725 armor, 206 energy shield, and 130 ward. Previously, 210 armor, 60 energy shield, and 112 ward. Bro, that's a huge buff. Yeah. Grands are where the big rune ones are. Oh, okay, yeah. So the Grand Expedition, that's like where the yeah, I see. Yeah. That's where the meteor dropped, right? Those areas, I guess. The Rune Master Venerable Defender Shield base type that provides energy shield now has energy shield values of 135, previously 56. What? That's crazy. That's some huge buffs right there to those two base types. Pharaoh can now be invited to your hideout in the ruins of Elder Leagues. Nice. Okay, so the grand ones are not where the meteor lands, it's the boss. Yeah, okay. Added quest markers to the runesmithing knowledge interactables in Acts 2, 3, and 4, and logbooks to draw attention to them. Okay. The Journey to the East quest item now provides more direction on what to do with it, and can now only be turned in to Danik in the ruins of King's March. Okay. Transcendent Alloy can no longer be applied to the foci and wands. Okay. Rog no longer continues appearing at the end of Utrecht fight if you have already spoken to him there. Okay. Danig no longer continues appearing at the end of Olroth fight if you have not already spoken to him there. And Tujen no longer continues appearing after the end of Varana fight. Okay. If you have spoken to him there. Okay. Yeah, so that's the changes to the current league. You can get a mirror from grants? Really? From Grand Expeditions? That's cool. Okay, so we have some monster changes here. So this has been like one of the changes that I have noticed. Like straight after the 0.5.2 patch, I really felt like a difference because I hadn't been playing a lot around like very close to the patch, right? But I did really feel like a big difference with the patch, because a lot of like the monsters or like a lot of the situations where I felt like I was kind of like killed by something that I just couldn't understand what actually killed me, you know? Um, I feel like there is a lot less of those situations right now. Now it's more like I kind of understand. Like it's more like understandable if I wipe like what actually got me, you know. So that's yeah. So that's a huge change right there. But also what I did feel is that like my damage, it almost felt like my damage was nerfed a little bit. So it's like yes, the patch made me uh, has made me feel like kind of like a little bit more tanky in a way, or it's just like I'm not getting one shot by like random monsters in the map, you know. But at the same time, it's like I feel like my general damage output has been reduced a little bit as well. That's just kind of like the feeling of like just running a same tier map as I did like the before the patch. Okay, so let's have a look at the monster changes. So Asmadi, the Faradon Prince, the Faradon Prince's dashes can no longer hit twice, and their dash skills have been adjusted so they aren't used on targets in melee range. Okay. Sayora, Blade of the Mist, now has more wind-up time on her Cyclone and Chaos Strike skills. Their Cyclone skill is now unblockable, it's a red flash, while the Chaos Strike can now be blocked. The damage of their Lightning Strike skill, Cyclone skill, melee attacks, and combos has been reduced, and a cooldown has also been added to their melee combo skill. These changes also apply to variations of this boss. Bro, I think this is the one that was so freaking horrible in the campaign. Like the one in the Stones of Searle. I think that's that one. Like it's one of my arch nemesis in this league. So hopefully, like, yeah, the changes to this is gonna be noticeable. You are still glass cannon, but you have found a crazy combo that no one is talking about. Interesting. Bro, I feel like we have so much things to talk about. Like there is so much that's like happened over just like the last week. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to focus on one thing at a time, bro. Because it's like there is so much we need to discuss right now. Um but yeah, I mean, if you're willing to tell about this crazy combo, I mean, let's talk about it when I jump into the game. I'm just gonna get through the patch notes here. The Diamora, Song of Death, and Sivora, Daughter of the Deep boss fights now only have a single petrification phase. Okay, yeah, so this is like the Maven, right? It's the Maven 2.0. It's the Maven of Path of Exile 2. It's the boss inside the cave, right? That kind of flashes you and yeah, kind of like switches between being like this beautiful mermaid and this gut wrenching monster, right? But what is the petrification phase? Is that where she's like spinning? Yeah, when she glares. Yeah, it's like when she is in the mermaid form, right? When she's not like in monster form. Okay, so that's only, yeah, in the Medusa form. Yeah. Yeah, so basically it now only has one of those phases, like one of those phases when she is in the Medusa form. Bro, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good change because that fight can potentially be like so long. If you're not just like one-shotting, I mean, that fight can really drag out, you know? Lowered the life of Jamanra, the abomination, by roughly 70%. Bro, that's the Act 2 boss, right? Isn't it? So they've actually lowered the Act 2 boss life by roughly 17%. Okay. Reduce the damage of Veinar, the Frostbane's cascading slam skill. This change also applies to variations of this boss. Okay. Bro, is this the monkey? No. This is not the monkey, right? Yeah, maybe Jumanra. No, I think Jumanra is Act 2, right? Okay, this is not the monkey, no. Veinar. Okay. Frostbane? Okay, who? Okay, which one is that? Let me. I just need to see which one this is. Like, do we have any images here? Oh, it's that one. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the dude with like the frost spikes in the ground and stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know that one. I can't remember where like the original one is in the campaign. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the desert. Yeah, yeah, he's in the interludes, right? Yeah, it's that one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so reduce the damage of the cannon barrage and both slam skills used by Malgor, the Naughty Lord. This also applies to variations. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this is the, yeah, I can't remember like the zone in the campaign, but it's like the Davy Jones boss, basically. The Naughty Lord, the dead ghost captain boss. Yeah. The Pirate Man, yes. Reduce the damage of the flame geysers and both slam skills used by Sarath, the scaled one. This also applies to variations of this bosses. Of this boss, sorry. Okay, which one is that? Is it the snake woman? I think it's the snake woman, right? Oh no, is it the scorpion? Which one is that? Okay, I can't see any images of this. Any pictures here? No? Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure which one this is. Okay, moving on. Significantly reduce the damage of chaos volatiles from ritual altar encounters and monster modifiers. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, that's good. Because so those freaking volatiles, bro, they've been an issue since like freaking launch of early access. Like they just do too much damage, and especially like if you get stunned or something, and like two or three of them like hit you at the same time, because they're freaking seeking you out like seeking missiles. So yeah, that's good. Reduce the damage of the hand slam skill used by the tendril sentinel monster. Okay. Reduce the damage of the laser attack from the Caecilian Ravager runic monster, as well as reducing the damage of its slam attack. Okay. Reduce the damage of fireball skill used by the Krell Skullcrawler runic monster. Reduce the damage of the melee combo used by the Starlit Harvester runic monster. And also reduce the damage of the snipe skill used by the Cultist Archer monster. Okay. Reduce the damage of snipe. Yeah. Reduce the damage of channel cold beam skill used by the Black-Blooded Elite Abyss monster. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good change. Reduce the damage of the Fire Beam skill from the Lightless Venge Wing Abyss monster, and reduce the damage of the Shade Form Explosion from the Lightless Moray Abyss monster, as well as its Flamethrower attack. Okay, so these are a bunch of like Abyss monster nerfs here. Reduce the damage of Slam and Lightning Strike skills used by the Strider of the Pit Abyss monster. Reduce the damage of Electric Lightning Flail skill used by Delirium monsters with the Scatter Storm modifier. Reduce the damage of Triple Slam skill used by the Fury Delirium monster. And reduce the damage and attack speed of Pure Fury Delirium monster. Significantly reduce the damage of the Rage and Malice Delirium monsters. And significantly reduce the damage of the Chaos Beam from the It That Hates Breach monster. Yeah. They also no longer fire chaos projectiles at range, and instead now uses a melee combo if you are in a close proximity. Yeah, that chaos beam, bro, it's insane on It That Hates in the breach. Yeah, it was hitting more than a pinnacle. Yeah. So what's really, really nice and what's really, really good is that they are able now to like kind of identify those things that like really needs to be scaled better, because like they just feel it's like if there is certain things like in a session that I encounter that makes me just want to freaking break my keyboard in half or something, it's like those situations where you are basically one shot and you don't understand why. Like they are so frustrating, and that's why I really, really actually. So the omens of amelioration. I mean, they are kind of. I mean, they are not that expensive. I think last time I bought some, they are like 13 or 14 exiles or something. So it's not like super significant, but it's like it's still like if you're getting 10 of those, that's like a divine and a half. And it kind of counters a little bit because like it counters the negative effects because you don't lose as much experience, but still when you're like pushing in like the late 80s and like up in the 90s, and especially from like 90s to the 100, like it's so incredibly punishing losing like 10% on your XP bar. Like those 10% you have been freaking working hours for, you know. So I feel like the combination of us like now being able to use multiple omens of amelioration in a map, like each map we can use multiple ones, like it's not limited to only one. That in combination with like these like just fixes. I would call them fixes. Like I wouldn't necessarily call them changes. I would call them fixes to like these extreme situations where like some of these attacks from some of these monsters are, yeah, like's being said in the chat here, like they are hitting freaking harder than a pinnacle boss, you know? Yeah. So I just think that combination with like us being able to use multiple ammo variations in a map and also the nerfs to these insane one-shotting freaking monsters in the maps, big win, basically. Yeah. Okay, so now there is some more like general changes and improvements here. And like a bunch of bug fixes. So I think I'm gonna go through like the general changes and improvements. The bug fixes, I don't think I'm gonna, you know, do this. But let's just have a look at the general changes and improvements, and then we wrap up this patch notes session here. So the Spirit Walker's Bear Spirit Companion now has a base presence radius of 8 meters, previously 4 meters. Okay. So the base presence here is doubled. I'm guessing that's cool. I don't know if any of you guys have run, like, or are running the Bear Companion, but I mean, this seems like a serious buff, right? The Smash to Smithereens skill, granted by the Facebreaker unique gloves, when transformed by the martial artist way of the Stone Fist passive skill, now explicitly states that it has no sockets. Okay. The Zarok's gift passive skill now grants a sinister jewel socket, previously jewel socket. Okay, so now it grants a sinister jewel socket. What's the difference between a sinister one and just a normal jewel socket, I wonder? I have no idea. Please enlighten me if you know what the difference between a sinister jewel socket and a normal jewel socket is. Sinister is only unique jewels. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that. So you can only put unique jewels in a sinister jewel socket. The Ice Storm notable passive now has 15% reduced effect of chill on you and 15% increased magnitude of chill you inflict. It no longer provides unaffected by chill ground, which was non-functional. Okay. The Lightning Storm notable passive now has 15% reduced effect of shock on you and 15% increased magnitude of shock you inflict. It no longer provides unaffected by shocked ground, which was non-functional. Okay. Bitter Dead now has a base critical strike chance of 12%. Yes, bro! Bitter Dead. Bitter Dead for the win, bro. Bro, Bitter Dead is one of my freaking favorite skills. Yeah, I've been using Bitter Dead for a long time on this character that I'm playing, bro. Bitter Dead now has a base crit strike chance of 12%. Bro, that's so cool. Yeah, I really felt like the Bitter Dead needed something. I still think that I need to kind of like change some things on my build to make like the Bitter Dead even greater. But I just love it. Like that skill is so cool. So that's a huge win for me. The base crit strike chance of 12% on the Bitter Dead. Okay, so let's move on here. Effects that prevent players from recovering life, mana, or energy shield except in specific ways, such as Val Pact, Cat o' Nine Tails, or Indigon, no longer prevent recovery caused by core game systems. Okay. Including but not limited to checkpoints, healing wells, and leveling up. This also means that changing areas while you have one of these effects can no longer cause you to lose life, mana, or energy shield. Effects that prevent all forms of recovery, such as Lich's Eternal Life, have not received this change. Okay. Delwyn is now found once again closer to the hunting grounds entrance instead of inside of a wall somewhere else in the level. Okay, that's good. So he's not hiding in the wall anymore. Flames now point towards the location of the boss in the Azag Bog upon completing the flame skin ritual in the area. Yeah. Asmerian wisps now choose a nearby target when they are released from a monster, as opposed to a random one. Okay. Yeah, hopefully this is a good change to the wisps. Devour can no longer consume living players. Liches are friends, not food. What? Improve the visibility of rogue exiles as well as their behavior. They should now also not have their life bars appear when they are so far away. Yeah, that's so confusing. You know, like seeing the rogue exile life bar and you can't freaking even see the exile on your map. That's just stupid. So yeah, that's a good change. A hardcore died to PvP. What you mean? The Devour? Is that what you mean? He was devoured in co-op? Yeah, so so one of the players died, right? And he was devoured, like the other one was devoured. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so let's move on to the last couple of points here. So, improved conductive runes description to explicitly state that its damage is not based on your weapon's damage. Okay. An effect is now played on characters when gaining a shrine buff. This is cool. Like this is also something that I've noticed in my last couple of sessions. Like I have noticed like the shrine actually like glowing up a little bit. You know, there is a little glow about it when you activate it, and I think that's really good. That's really good. Yeah. So there are a bunch of bug fixes as well, my dudes. But you know, I'm just gonna call it for this like patch reading session here of the 0.5.2. I'm just gonna say, I'm Mounts and Fairy Tales. You are you. If you like what you see, consider hitting me up with a like. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. That's gonna be it for now, and I hope to catch you in the next one. No, I'm not ending. I'm just I'm just making a video inside the stream here, patch notes video, so that I don't have to do that like while not streaming. Thank God you waited a week for this. Yeah, bro. No. So the plan for today, basically, I mean, there is so many things that we need to do. But the plan plan is to, I guess, like we need to continue this discussion on like what's gonna be like the most efficient thing for me to do now to kind of like just catch up with like the last week that I haven't been able to play a lot. So I just need to figure out like where I should yeah, where I should continue basically. Most efficient is like get your atlas done. Yeah, okay. So basically just like go in here and try to do ash, I guess. Or I mean, I could just like grind out like freaking 200 of these maps, I guess. Yeah, yeah. So I think I'm gonna hit my level first. That's a good idea. I'm just gonna hit that 90, and then we're gonna have like like a closer, or like a, yeah. We're gonna have to make some decisions on what to do. Like, I'm guessing like getting the Atlas is a good idea. Just you know, completing that, I guess. And I really should like unlock this area, I guess. And we should also do some like ritual unlocking here. See, I'm gonna have to do Riverside to get to that ritual thingy. So let's get some waystones. I do want to kind of like pile up on the 15s though, so yeah. Focus on your Atlas Masters while getting that level. Okay, yeah. So what we need to do on the Masters, let me see here. Okay, so for Doriani, I actually need to do like the Corrupted Nexus one to unlock him, so I haven't unlocked him. So what would you like kind of recommend me to do? Would you recommend me to do Doriani's, like just unlock Doriani, or should I kind of like complete Jado and Hilda first? What do you think? Is it better to get like one complete Hilda? Okay. Yeah. So we need to defeat the 4th Great Beast. Okay. She is the general mapping one. Okay. Can I search for like Great Beast here? Okay, it's here, right? Oh snap, it's a 15 or higher. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to go grab a 15. We can't go straight to it, but we need 15. Okay, so let's grab a 15. I'm just gonna see if I can get... Okay. Yeah, let's just do this one. Monsters gain 22% of maximum life as extra energy shield. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't mind them being like a little bit more tanky. I just don't want them to do like a lot more damage, basically. Okay, let's do this one. It's crazy that you can do all the content in the game with 1k ES and 1.6k health. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at also right now. Like, I don't know if I can do all the content in the game, but, you know, I have like similar stats, basically. I guess I should just like go straight for the boss, right? I'm really tempted to do the ritual. You've only died 4 times this league? What, bro? No, that's a lie, bro. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. 4 times, bro? No. Oh, it's the hyena boss? Bro, why am I stuttering like this? Ghost Dance and Wind Dancer is basically unlimited ES, really? Yeah, boom, he's down. Great. The Great Beast is down. Okay, so I guess now we have like all Hilda points unlocked. Or maybe this was only the third one. Yeah, I'm gonna check that soon.
Well, that's the last of the beasts I've been tracking.
Yeah, that's the last one. Okay, nice.
Well-qualified trophy hunter in my book. Perhaps in the future, we can find some more tails to chase, eh?
Of course. Just let me know.
Remember what you've learnt on the hunt. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road.
Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so which one of these are we actually picking? Gutting and skinning. Pinnacle bosses may be scavenged for 5% chance to drop an additional unique item. 1% chance unique monsters may be scavenged for a unique item. Claimed territories, overlords, influence, and overlords domain atlas passive skills have 45% chance to add twice as much content. Patient Batu. 25% chance one rare monster is replaced by a random map boss. 5% chance 3 additional rare monsters are replaced by a random map boss. Okay. Yeah, those like that Ghost Dance and Wind Dancer is yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so what are you running for Hilda, actually? Like, what are you running and why are you running it, basically? If you don't mind me asking. You're running 1 and 2 on the first row. More loot quantity and quality, basically. Yeah, so you're running this one. You're running breeding season, right? Mm-hmm. And are you running dangerous game? Is that like, am I understanding you correctly? Are you running dangerous game on the second one here? No, you're running Mighty Prey. Mighty Prey is not a an option on the second one here. Oh, you're running this one? Oh shit, bro, you can have multiple ones? Oh my god, I didn't know. Bro, I didn't know you could choose like multiple ones. I thought you had to choose like one from this row, one from this, and one from this. Oh my god. Really? Okay, so you're running this one, Mighty Prey, right? 25% chance to upgrade map boss to powerful map boss. Yeah, I guess that's good for map sustain, right? And then you are running third row, 2 and 3. Like this. You're running Call of the Spirits and Ancient Inscriptions. Like this. Spirits and Ancients. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's go and do the Jado quests. Okay, how can I see, like, is there any way I can see them on the...
Don't be a stranger now.
Is there any way I can see the those quests on the map? Hilda is your raw divine lady. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to see here. Yeah, so what I'm doing is that I'm just opening like the quest stuff here, and I'm kind of like just clicking this Jado Spycraft. I just don't understand where they are on the map. Maybe I can search for them. Sacred Reservoir. Like, where is it? They will have a yellow. A yellow exclamation mark. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So it's this one, I guess. This is one of them. Okay, so I have to get up there, I guess. Right? Oof. Those are some nasty motherfuckers. Bro, I've spent so much chaos. Like, just getting the freaking crit hit chance and the crit damage bonus off my freaking maps, bro. Yeah. What? You don't have the required quest state to access this map? What? Oh my god, I have to... Okay, I have to defeat... Bro, I have to do some, like, temple shenanigans. Okay, so I'm not gonna go that route. Okay, let's just go around then, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go around. Yeah, I gotta pass Temple Land. Yeah, so... Yeah. I'm just gonna go around, I guess. Yeah, we're actually fighting David Jones. He's the map boss here, I guess. Yeah, bro, I think I have to, like, start paying more attention to, like, who the map bosses are and stuff. Because there's still, like, I feel like there is still some balancing that needs to be done on, like, some of these bosses. Okay, here's a bridge. Let's do the bridge. Oh no, we need to stabilize. Oh! Oh! We got ruin here. Nice. Yeah, so what I did do, like, so as I said, like, a little bit earlier, like, I really do want to kind of, like, keep as much as my, especially, like, my progression, like, on stream. I don't want to do, like, a bunch of stuff off stream. Like, I mean, some sessions I just, you know, I just do some progression off stream, but, like, I would really like to at least, like, inform you guys watching, like, what the changes has been. So I think one thing that I did not inform about on this build is that, like, what I did was that because I had, like, this build is, like, really defensive setup, or it was, like, like a lot of defensive focus on the tree. But I kind of, like, spec'd a little bit out of, like, that, very defensive approach. And I've gone for some, like, more damage stuff. It's not something, like, crazy. It's just, you know, just specking out of a lot of those, like, increased defenses, and kind of, like, replacing those with just, like, straight up more damage. Because I felt like when I did this build in the 0.5, like last league, basically, I felt like the only way for me to, like, do the hardest content defensive-wise was to just almost get, like, freaking every single, like, energy shield node on the tree and just, like, stack energy shield. Like, that was the only way I felt like I was able to do, like, the hardest content. But here I have decided to try to go for, like, a more balanced approach. So I have spec'd a little bit more into damage on the tree. But, I mean, it's not, like, all-out damage or anything. It's just, like, more damage and a little bit less of just straight-up, like, defenses. You never had to re-roll a waystone either? Oh my god, bro. What do you do? What do you do in those freaking critical with those critical mobs on your maps, bro? Yeah, I know you're capped on the resistances, but like the crit is something else. Your resistances, I mean, they only apply to those specific elements, right? So all the other damage that you're taking has nothing to do with your resistances. That's just like your straight up defenses, armor, evasion, and energy shield. They're dead before you even see them. Yeah. Okay, am I running Hilda now? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I changed to Hilda or if I'm actually still running Jado now. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I need to check. No, we are running Hilda, actually. She's activated up here. Okay. W Hilda. Hilda, like that's like a German barkeeper's name. Or maybe that's more like Helga. I don't know. Sounds more Dutch. Bro, you are freaking specific on your specific on the geographical names here, bro. Hilda. Like Hilde, like with an E instead of an A. That's like a very typical Norwegian woman's name. But when it's with an A and not an E, it's, yeah. Makes me think about, like, German or something. Bro, this boss in this map, bro, he's kind of painful. When he goes into this state where he, like, takes no damage, like, I feel like maybe there's something I'm overlooking with, like, the mechanics of this boss. I'm not sure. Please tell me if you know, because this boss, I always spend so much time on this boss, because, like, when he enters that phase where he's, like, I don't know, super freaking armored or something. No, it's not the pirate one. This one is the shield one. Like the one that like enters this like almost like this shielded state or something. Oh, the pirate one, he's long gone. He's long gone. Yeah, is Brackus the Juggernaut? Like, he just enters this state where it seems like he's kind of like freaking invincible or something. And then we kind of like have to wait for him to get out of that phase. And when, like, during that phase, like, I'm basically doing like 0 damage. Yeah, I'm approaching him soon. Yeah, I just wonder if there is some type of like mechanic or something that I'm overlooking. It's not something that's like very obvious, at least. Okay, what type of box is this? Is it the one with like freaking 40 monster packs or something? No, okay, so it's to revive the monster 3 times, okay. Revives the monster 3 times, like making it stronger, more dangerous each time. More mods, basically. Yeah, that was it. Okay, what can we get here? Yeah, it's like waves on that monster. Blazing Flux, like, is that one is it selling? One-shotting Architect is always fun. Yeah. Yeah, so I have this combo that I can do, which is Lingering Illusion and Falling Thunder. Because the way my character is set up, it's like when I get the power charges, like everything basically just does more damage. So what I want is to like get as many power charges as possible. Because then all of my other attacks are just like super juiced. So that's kind of like the entire strat of this build right here. It's just like get the power charges, and then the way I've set up my my skill tree and my supports, like the power charges makes my attacks, like especially like my Falling Thunder, makes it like super strong. So when I'm rolling, I'm creating the Lingering Illusion, and when the Lingering Illusion is killed, like there is a bunch of these power charges. So I just want to make sure that I have like these power charges spinning around me at all freaking times. Because that gives me more crit, and also it sets me up to do like a huge Falling Thunder like this. That has like the potential of, you know, a lot of damage. But like without the power charges, I'm kind of weak, you know? So I kind of just want to like dodge around, roll around, make the enemies kill the illusions so I can get the charges, and yeah. That's basically the tech. And also, I think I have like a... I'm not sure, but I think it's like a 20% chance for me to do like an ultra crit, like where I'm doing like a lot of damage. You can see that when I'm like fighting some of these bosses. Like, I don't think it's gonna show that well on this boss, but like on other bosses you can see like that like a power charged Falling Thunder can, you know, do like freaking, yeah, I mean like a million damage. If I hit it, you know, as that like 20% chance to ultra crit is active, it's like that's a one shot of basically anything. But I have to be lucky, you know, to be in that state on the character. That, like, it is, you know, primed for that ultra crit. Yeah, bro, this is a pinnacle right here. This rare. That was a pinnacle powered monster. You can anoint your amulet for power charges. Yeah, that's one of the things I need to figure out as well, like how anointing works this league. Because it doesn't seem like it's working like it was like last league. Like, do I actually have to finish the quest? Do I have to finish the Delirium quest to be able to anoint? Just far enough to unlock the machine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the crafting bench. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm just gonna wrap up this map and I'm gonna read that long freaking message, bro. That's like literally a half a book, that message. 3 chapters. Okay, so yeah, so here's the boss I'm talking about. Like, so he's gonna enter this, like, I guess it's like a phase. Or just like in general, he's like way tankier than like any other boss, basically. Oh, snap. Oh, bro. Maybe there is some type of mechanic here. So if I stay here, like, is he potentially gonna like hit this thing up here? Because these dudes like standing up here, they are kind of like doing something, I think. That's the defense one. This one. Yeah, but how do I make that? Like, should I try to make him like do something here? Oh, yeah, he actually hit something up there. Okay. So when he picks up the stone, like, I guess I kind of like want him to hit this yellow thing up here, right? You want the swords crossed? Oh, okay. Yeah, so this one, like, I want him to destroy this one. Okay, he destroyed it, I think. Okay. Like, I feel like I'm still like I'm doing so much less damage than I would like normally do. Yeah, so now it's only this one, right? But they keep regenning, yeah. Yeah, so what I do want to do, right, is that I want to kind of like try to make him stone me, I guess. Like, standing close to this. Bro, I'm out of life charges now as well. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Oh my god! The roll, god damn it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this boss, to be honest. Because it's so dangerous for me to, like, stand still in one place. Like, I need him to freaking, you know... It just takes so much time, bro. Bro, now I can't see anything because of this freaking fire tornado thing. Well, this boss is just weird. Yeah, we need to bait him long range. Yeah, but it's like, if he hits me and he stuns me, like... I feel like he has the potential to just, like, destroy me if he's able to, like, stun me. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna read that long freaking message now. Just move from one guy to the other until he hits one. Damage, then repeat. Yeah. Okay, so you are talking about thaumaturgical dynamism. Automatically grants a random charge every 5 seconds based on your skill gem attribute requirements. If your main skills are blue intelligence gems, it's a highly consistent way to generate power charges passively. Okay, so is that a... what's it called? Is it like a legacy support? Oh, it's an anointment. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I should look into that. Actually. Because I have no anointments on my amulet at the moment. Yeah, that sounds like a good anointment. Yeah, because like it's like as long as I'm able to kind of like sustain the power charges, you know, like if I can find some like tech to like sustain like even more of my like power charges and stuff, like just making me constantly be able to, you know, have those charges, that would be great, because when I have the charges, like I constantly have like a huge crit chance also. So, but I want to sustain them. Like my biggest attack, the attack that does like most damage, is like when I'm running like fully, like I have a lot of power charges and I do the Falling Thunder, right? But also every other attack, as long as I have the power charges, all the other attacks has like increased damage. So I need to try to find a way where I can like, where I have like 100% uptime on the charges, you know? You feel so nerdy this league? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. But it's nice. Like it's nice, right? I love it. We are the super nerds. PoE players, bro, we are the super nerds. It's almost like if you don't know, like if you don't have it like proven that you are on the specter, like you probably are, even though, you know, it's not concluded. You know? Yeah, maybe it's a spectrum, I guess it's the English word, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just the, you know, the extreme amount of time that you have to like put into or that you can put into a game like this, it's yeah. Okay, so I got the white obliterated bow. Like, is the white obliterators spelling? Because the obliterator is the two-arrowed one. You knew you was when you played You knew you was when you played RuneScape. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I love it though. Like, I think it's such like like a good thing to get so much like happiness out of just like diving super deep into one thing, you know. I just think it's wonderful. Like it feels so rewarding when you figure things out after like thousands of hours doing something, you know. It's just, yeah, I just love it. And I don't care, like if people want to label me like as a whatever, like I don't care. As long as I can keep deep diving and learning stuff, I don't care, you know? Bro, one thing that I wish they changed, or like, yeah, one thing. So this league, right? We have the updates, or like the price checking, in-game price checking tool, right? One thing that I wish that they changed, I wish that we actually had the option to do like the price checking in a map as well. I really wish we had that. Because having to like go back to town, yeah, I can use the overlay app, but it's like, yeah, I don't think it's I really enjoy the price checking in game. Like, I think that's great. I just wish we could do it like in the map. I mean, right now there is no specific problem, you know, because, you know, map is finished anyway. But like, if you are mid-map, and you drop something and you just like really quickly want to check the price, like not having to port out of the map to check it would have been amazing. Okay, so what's the white obliterator bow going for here? No results, really? Really? Okay, maybe I have to search for it. Yeah, bro, there's no like, I could try to craft on it, like, I mean, I could do that and try to get something good, but yeah. Like, I do know that the white obliterators are, yeah. Gold ring bases are 1 exalt, utility 5, and heavy belts are 10. Okay, yeah. Yeah. No other bases you pick up, and uniques you scrap for chance shards. Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, unless they are, like, the more expensive ones, like... That's exactly what we do. But, my dudes, I'm gonna take a quick break, actually, for some food. I actually started at a bit of... like, I really want to do, like, a longer session. But I'm gonna go grab some food, and I'm gonna be back after, after some food. But yeah, it's good to talk to you guys, and I will be back in, yeah, like, yeah, between like half an hour and an hour, maybe. I will be back. I'm just gonna go have some food and chat a little bit with my with the rest of the family, and I will be back soon. That's gonna be it for now, my dudes. I will be back. If you're watching this on the VOD, I mean, yeah, this is not gonna apply because right now it's live. Okay, my dudes, I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. I'm Mounts and Fairy Tales. You are you. If you like what you see, hit me up with a like. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. That's gonna be it for now, my dudes. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace, my dudes. Thanks for watching.